Hello, Flyers fans, and welcome back to Kansas City Ice Center. We are over on the opposite sheet of ice here for game number 2 of the state tournament MWAHA regulation finals, which is going to pit your Ames Flyers up against the Cedar Rapids RoughRiders. This will be the first meeting between these two teams here this season, though the Flyers, Pee-wee Orange, did meet the Cedar Rapids B team early in the season and handled them fairly well. And this particular Cedar Rapids team has played our black team several times, and the black team came away victorious in both of those games. We're over in the Consolation side of the bracket here, and Flyers got there with a tough matchup against Waterloo yesterday, coming up short 4-2. Meanwhile, the Roughriders, they matched up with Des Moines Junior Bucks White, and it was a defensive battle as they had a 0-0 game after 3 periods into overtime, where the Roughriders came up short 0-1 versus Des Moines. Let's take a look at the My Hockey rankings for both teams. Cedar Rapids, the higher rated team according to My Hockey rankings, they come in with a record of 7-21-2 and a My Hockey ranking of 77.89. Interesting here, looking at the goals recorded for and the goals recorded against. Cedar Rapids, not a high offensive power team according to the stats here, as they've got 65 goals recorded for versus 126 recorded against. Your Ames Flyers, with a record of 16-22-1, have a slightly lower My Hockey ratings at 75.38, and they're showing goals for of 144 and goals against of 150. Should be a great matchup here today. The winner will play the winner of Iowa City and, gosh, who did Hayden tell me he was playing? Iowa City and, I don't remember. And Quad City. So winners of these two matchups will play either Iowa City, Quad City, and the two losers will match up tomorrow. Anyway, Casey, no, it was Kansas City. Yes, it's Iowa City, Kansas City. Later tonight, they drew that 8:45 slot we thought we were going to be in. And then us versus Cedar Rapids. Winners match up, losers match up tomorrow. So don't go away here. Cedar Rapids breaks their huddle down, and Flyers are going to break their huddle. So heck, no time for a pause here. We're going to go right to live action as Leon Fonts going to head between his net, between the post and the net on the far side. Got a rough camera angle here, but we're going to do our best. Greg's going to be working that zoom button like you wouldn't believe. Puck is dropped. We're underway. Van Meer, Ballvance, and Shalin start the game with Pappas and maybe Silty in on D. Puck is controlled by Cedar Rapids. They bring it into our end, and now they've got it up to the point where they're going to send it towards the net. This one comes to the wide of the net. Flyers looking to get it out. Here's Lily Van Meer trying to get it up to Hank. And Hank is going to roll out in Florence and run into the locker room. This is no good. Hank's going to center it. He gets it over to Shalin. Oh, couldn't quite handle the puck. And Cedar Rapids marching back the opposite direction. Stella Pappas giving chase. And Van Meer pokes it away. Here's Shalin looking to clear it. We have a board battle. And it pokes out, but Van Meer's waiting for it. Van Meer up through the high slot. Gets it to Hank again. Hank now coming down the right side. He's got a little bit of room. Hank's going to carry it in and then has it taken away at the last minute. Cedar Rapids rims it around. Cedar Rapids going to wheel it up and out. They're going to make a pass and get it into neutral ice. Cedar Rapids now coming all the way in, and this is deflected by the Flyers, brought back out to neutral ice. This looks like Kira Terry trying to get the puck into the Cedar Rapids zone. Cedar Rapids having none of it right now. And it goes squirts across ice. Jude Schmidt trying to get his puck on it. Now Richie Peffer trying to hunt it down. Downing's in the game. He's going to swing it up to the blue line, held in by Cedar Rapids. Nice centering pass here from the high slot towards the net, but it doesn't leak through. Jude's got the puck, and he's got some room. Downing skating out ahead of him. Jude now going to look to get around one. He does, and now he gets pinched off to the boards. He's going to carry it in. Jude taking it all the way. Now he loses it down behind the net. Rims it around opposite direction. Cedar Rapids looking to control the puck. Beasy on the back check. Here comes Kira from behind. They're going to get around Beasy, but Jude's there to pinch him off to the opposite side. They're going to get a shot that goes wide. No, it's covered. It's gloved by Leon. Lightning Leon making a great save there. It's hard to see that far end a little bit. Do our best. Okay, out on the ice. Looks like Richie Peffer taking the draw. Peffer trying to win it to Downing, but it comes out to the point. Set towards net. That one goes wide and swatted out of harm's way and out of the zone. This is going to hunt all the way down on net, so no icing, and they're going to play it. Downing looking to get it in your living room. Here's Kira Terry. Downing comes away with it. Downing trying to march it in. Terry now trying to get it in. Cedar Rapids comes away with the puck. They're sending it through neutral ice. Silty gets the back check, and Downing comes away with it. He's digging around. Good pass to Peffer, and then it's taken away. Now this is brought into the zone by Terry. Peffer going to hunt it down here in the corner. Shot back out. Cedar Rapids trying to exit, and they do. Look out to get in front of the defense, but Stella Pappas is there to get the puck and take it away. Flyers now have Antonovich marching into the zone. Antonovich gets carried all the way in. He's going to get a shot, and it's covered by the Cedar Rapids goalie. Sorensen, Antonovich, Smith out on the ice. They got Silty and Pappas on the backside. Both teams had a couple of good chances here to open this game. Pappas to Silty. Silty now is going to send it, and that one gets tipped around and it ends up going wide. Cedar Rapids controls the rebound, but Smith's in there to take it away, and Vitale cleans up the trash. Antonovich in the corner, going to work it up to Smith. Smith now going to try and get it to Silty. Doesn't get good wood on it. It's taken away by the Roughriders. Roughriders through the zone with speed. They're going to gain the line. They're going to get a shot, but Leon saves the puck. Lightning Leon remains perfect. Cedar Rapids, so far most of their chances have seemed to be on individual effort. Flyers getting some good teamwork. Usually that's signs of good things to come. If the Flyers can keep snapping the puck around, I expect them to get one or two past this goalie. This looks like it's set on net, and that's going to be covered by Lightning Leon as Flyers had troubles controlling that puck. Roughriders going to send a new line out there. Flyers keep Smith, Antonovich, and Sorensen on the ice, I believe. Looks like Jude's camped out in front of the net. Sorensen knocks that one down. He's in a foot race. Sorensen's going to be the first one to it. He's going to drag it. He's going to shoot wide of the net. Rebound is Smith and Antonovich battling for it. And it pokes away. Out comes the Roughriders. On the back check is Beasy. Beasy pinching it off to the corner. They're going to get a shot and score. That goes top cheese. As that goes far side of the net. Roughriders able to get around the defense of Drew and get a clean shot off. And they go up over glove side of Lightning Leon to open up the scoring 1-0. Puck is dropped. We got a new line out here. Van Meer, Ball Vance, and Sammy out on the ice. This is going to be shot up and held in by the Roughriders. Roughriders now get it up to the blue line. Flyers get it out. Ball Vance giving chase along with Tucker. And Cedar Rapids dumps it out of the zone. Flyers with no zone time, but here's Van Meer bringing it in. Van Meer now trying to center the puck, and it's just trickles down behind the net. Cedar Rapids looking to come out. They get tangled up in Sammy's twig, but no harm, no foul. Neutral zone battle ensues. Pucks and sticks all over the place, but the Flyers come away with it. That's Silty dumping it towards the net. Here's Hank trying to crash the net. And the puck ends up in the corner where he's looking to backhand it to Sammy, but it's intercepted. Nice poke by Van Meer. Van Meer holding the zone. And now Cedar Rapids controls the puck. Cedar Rapids, nice pass there into neutral ice. Stella's going to try and slow the puck, and she's looking to slow it down and take it away. They're going to get a shot that's saved by Leon. Rebound, ooh, centered right there, and it's going to come up to the blue line and back in. Back out towards the blue line, held in at Pierce, and now it's going to shoot cross ice where Stella's waiting for it. Stella's got some room to skate it. Hank's right on top of her. She gets around him. She can get around one, and then loses the puck before she's able to get a good shot off. Cedar Rapids marching the other way. Silty and Peffer on the back check, and Silty sends that one into the boards. Cedar Rapids loses an edge. A board battle ensues. Peffer coming to help. Silty comes away with it. Now he's going to rim it up, trying to get it to Peffer, and does. Peffer rims it around. Peffer's got a little bit of room. Richie through neutral ice. Richie now pinched off into the far boards. Doesn't get good shot off. Here comes Downing. He's going to put pressure on the puck. And it is taken away, but that pass is intercepted in the Roughriders. Good D there. Jude eats a puck and takes it away. Now Jude's going to try and get it up towards Downing at the far boards. Downing's got it with some space. He's going to go up to Peffer. Peffer using his speed, trying to dangle around one, and then he loses the puck, and it comes right back onto Downing's twig. Downing now trying to settle. He's going to shoot. Puck is still loose, and it comes out to Beasy. Beasy trying to get it deep. Peffer trying to get a greasy one. Back out to the point. Here's Kira. Couldn't get good wood on it. She had a tip chance. Now there's Wes. Wes playing with it, and it's going to be cleared by the Roughriders, and should be an icing, so we'll bring it back down to the Roughrider zone and drop it. A little bit of hopefully our connection here, it says it's good. Hopefully we're coming across okay. Somebody pop up in the chat, let me know if we're doing all right. Pepper with a grade A chance. All right, I think we're good. Roughriders marching out with the puck. They're going to take it down. They're going to stop it. It's taken away by the Flyers. Flyers poke it up and out. Now it's held in. Now it's out. Roughriders going to hunt it down in their own zone. Peffer giving chase, and it's going to be an icing. So we'll move it back to the Flyers zone. Flyers send 5 fresh skaters out in the form of Antonovich, Swanson, Smith, Silty, and Pappas. Here is Silty working it up to Antonovich. Antonovich can't get it out. He's slowed at the blue line. Silty going to try it again. Roughriders hold it in. Roughriders now skating it in, and they're going to get a shot that goes wide. Swanson should gather the rebound. Swanson's got some space. He's going to work it up to Smith. Smith has it on his stick and then loses it. Smith gets poked off the puck. And now Smith going to go to the sin bin as soon as the Flyers touch this. And Flyers got to touch this here. Yep. And Casson Smith going to be the first Flyer into the bin. All right, there we go. We got some comments here. We're all good from Columbus. Welcome. Out to kill the penalty on the far side. Lily Van Meer, Grayson Swanson. It's got to be V, would be my guess. And Stella. It's sent towards the net and then cleared by Antonovich out to neutral ice. Or is that Silty? Silty would probably make more sense. And now Swanson's going to set it up to the blue line, but it doesn't go out. Cedar Rapids dangling in. They're looking to get a shot, and it's saved. Puck loose, but Lily pokes it back out into the high slot and then down into the corner for the Roughriders. Roughriders trying to set it up again. They send it cross ice, missed and everything. 58 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Running clock, get an icing, get whatever you need. And this comes shot wide. Pappas sends it up the boards, held in at the blue line. Swanson pokes it away. Swanson's got a little bit of room. Swanson gains the line. And he's going to just shovel it in the corner and eat up some time. Not a bad play. He gets met by 2 white jerseys. And Now on the attack, here comes Cedar Rapids through neutral ice. Puck taken away by Van Meer. She's going to work it over to Pappas. Pappas down, going to work it up the far side. Poked away by Van Meer. Love that active stick by her. And then she blocks a shot. This is trouble, though. Comes right through the crease. No harm done. 10 seconds to go on the PK. Flyers needing one more clear. Up against the boards for a board battle, and Cedar Rapids comes away with it. Flyers are full strength. Sammy coming out on the ice to give us 5v5 action. Shot, little friendly fire there. Swarenson's got the puck, and he's going to carry that biscuit through neutral ice. He's got a defender in front of him. He dekes around him, carries it all the way, and runs out of real estate. Got to be there crashing the rebound as the Flyers a little late on the rebound. They had a juicy one from Sorensen, and now Cedar Rapids marching the other way. They're going to shoot and score. That looked really well defended by the Flyers. He just found a great piece of net. I think Leon was probably screened out of that a little bit, probably didn't have eyes on that puck. And another individual effort goal by the Roughriders. Puck is dropped. We're underway. Flyers needing to make something work. And here's Shalin poking that puck back towards the Cedar Rapids zone. Intercepted by Van Meer. She's going to look to carry it in. All the way in. And it's taken away by the Roughriders. There's Van Meer with, gosh, she's got such an active stick. She's all over the place. Now Roughriders looking to get behind the defense. They get behind Beasy, but Jude's there. And now he can't quite get, now he does get it poked away. Great effort out of Jude Schmidt on the defensive end here. But Roughriders get it into the house. Flyers got to get it out of here. And who is it? It's Lily Van Meer that carries it out. She brings it to neutral ice. It's slowed at the blue line. Roughriders gain control of the puck and they re-enter. Still in the slot. Now it's squirted out to neutral ice again by the Flyers. Roughriders coming down. No ice. Roughriders going to have to play it. They're going to drag it behind their own net. And now shoot it up, and Pappas gets to it first. Pappas fans on the pass. She gets it with the backhand, but it goes right to a Roughrider in the slot. This is Peffer, I think, with it. Peffer in on the board battle with Tucker. Tucker on his backside. Jude now has it down behind the net. He's got some space. Go, Jude. Mr. End-to-end with the puck. He's going to try and dangle around one. He gets it into the high slot. Now he goes right to the pass, and a shot. Scored! Beautiful pass by Jude Smith to get Tucker an open shot. I know Jude and Wes were talking, and Jude really wanted Sammy to get a goal this weekend. I think he came in mid-season, the only one that hasn't scored yet. Wes brings it, he's going to shoot. That's off the bucket of the goalie. Now the rebound's still loose, and it's still loose, and now it's going to squirt out to the blue line, and held in by Silty. Good effort there by Silty. Roughriders come away with it, poked back in to the Flyers zone. Here comes the Roughriders being pinched off by Stella. Pappas slows the play. Peffer coming in to be a pest, and we have a whistle. Offsides, perhaps? Looks like where it was. Peffer downing Terry out there. And we're underway. Downing has the puck in neutral ice. He's got a little bit of room. Downing tries to hit Peffer on the pass. It's just ahead of him. And the Roughriders send it out to neutral ice. Here's Peffer with it, bringing it in. And trying to get around one. He does. Peffer going to march in. Peffer trying to get Downing. Downing gets tangled up in a defender and rode down. Cedar Rapids on the counterattack, up 2-0 with 3 seconds to go in the period. And this one is going to conclude with the Flyers down 0-2. It's been a doozy. Don't go away. We'll be back for period number 2. Welcome back to the Kansas City Ice Center. You're going to get a real close look at the back check here as the Flyers move defensively right in here to your living room. Jude Schmidt has the puck on his twig. He's going to try and work it over to Beasy. Beasy now trying to operate it into the Roughrider zone, but they turn it over and the Roughriders cut away. Jude pokes it back to neutral ice. Roughriders trying to regroup, and that's Casson Smith looking to be a pest. Roughrider's going to gain the line. They're looking to center, and a shot saved by Leon. Rebound. It's going to go up and in. Flyers give up an early goal in period number 2 as Leon makes the first save. Couldn't quite control that rebound, and nobody was there to help him swat it out of harm's way. And a greasy goal for the Roughriders. Flyers in a very familiar position, battling from behind. We've seen them work a score up in the late periods. Lots of hockey to play. And no lead is safe in 12U hockey, friends. Swanson, Antonovich, Smith stay out there with Pappas and Silty on the backside. Cedar Rapids controls the puck in the Flyer zone, and they send it to neutral ice. Pappas throws it right back in. Swanson was still in the zone. That's going to be an offsides call. .13:51 to go on this running clock in period 2. Van Meer now out there with Ballvance and Shalin. Cedar Rapids wins the draw, and they're going to try and march it out to neutral ice. They do. Nice pass there, and they're going to bring it in. Silty on the back check. Drop pass. Ballvance in on the back check. They're going to get a shot. It's still loose in the crease, and it comes away. This is Hank with it now. Hank's going to carry it through neutral ice. Is it poked off his twig, and Cedar Rapids controls the puck. Cedar Rapids advancing, and Pappas slows the play. Cedar Rapids gains the line. 2 orange jerseys collapse, but they keep the puck. Now they're going to send it in towards the net. It goes wide. Silty rims it around the far boards. Hank bounces it off into neutral ice. He's going to chase it down. Hank staying with the play here, and Cedar Rapids comes away with the puck. They're going to drag it behind their own net, regroup. Lily Van Meer going to put some pressure on it, and Cedar Rapids makes a nice pass, and now they're coming through with speed. They're going to get around Pappas, and Silty slows the play. They get the rebound, saved by Leon. Leon! Flyers got to keep playing there, almost anticipating a whistle with Silty. Got to keep that effort up. Full speed, 100% until you hear a whistle. Flyers now got Van Meer taking the draw. Beasy's out there. Shalin and Schmidt along with Ballvance. It's 1/2. Beasy. Beasy going to try and work it up to Jude, and now Jude has it. He's going to try and get it up the boards, and he carries it out. Now Hank has it. He's going to gain the line. Hank's looking to bring in. He's going to get shot towards the net, but it goes off a defender, deflected before it makes its way to the net. Shalin battling to keep the puck in, as will Jude. Jude and Josh keep that puck in. It's going deep. Hank going to give chase now. And Van Meer gets in on it. Up the boards to Beasy. Beasy has a jump off his twig into neutral ice. Shoves it back in for an icing. Flyers going to send out Peffer, Downing, and Terry now. Flyers down a player here. Baker Williamson on the bench as he received a game misconduct yesterday. Cannot play in this game. Downing and Schmidt. This one's going to come in offsides on the Roughriders. We'll drop it in the neutral zone. Peffer tries to shoot it over to West, and Roughriders come away with it. They're going to bring it in the slot. Jude looking to take it away, and he moves it out to neutral ice. Roughriders gain the puck, but Peffer trying to put some pressure on it. He gets the puck, sends it into the zone. Roughriders regain control, though, right away. Here is Peffer trying to get to it. Now it's back to the last line of defense, and Beasy and he squirts it up through neutral ice. Board battle. Downing comes away with the board battle. He's going to march it in. Downing going to carry on. He's looking to pass to Terry, and it gets caught up in the crease. Good idea. They're moving that puck across the Royal Road. Beasy has it now in his own zone. Beasy up off the boards. Terry's got it. Terry trying to get it to Peffer. Beasy now. He has that puck moved up to Peffer. Peffer in a board battle. Downing trying to fish it out. Kira comes away with it. Downing and Kira kind of collide. Now Downing does come away with it. He brings it into neutral ice, being pestered. He just dancing around everybody and finally has the puck poked away as he had too much dancing. Now that's going to go towards the net, but behind. This is going to be rimmed around, and Cedar Rapids will be the first ones to it. We got 9:31 to go in period 2, and Peffer with a dumb penalty just lowers the shoulder, boom sticks a kid into the boards. He's going to go to the sin bin. Out to kill the penalty, Pappas and Silty, along with the trees of Sorensen and Antonovich.
Happened on the other side of the ice.
So Sorensen's going to take the draw. Pappas behind him. Cedar Rapids wins it. It's in the high slot. Shot and scored. They make short work of the power play goal as they win the faceoff, send it back, and get a clean shot from the high slot that goes up over the glove of Leon Fonts. Flyers now down in a bigger hole. Still lots of hockey to play. Get that next goal, get some momentum, and see what can happen. It does not feel like they're overly matched by a 4-0 team here. Just need to get things going. Maybe Swanson can do it right here as he gets a shot that goes through some skates and shinnies but doesn't make it to the net. Antonovich on the rebound. Smith now has it. Smith trying to center, but it's taken away by the Roughriders. Sent back deep by Pappas. Antonovich in the corner. He's going to try and get it to Swanson. Camped out from the net, and he's going in! There it is. That's that next goal. Antonovich to Swanson. Good team hockey by the Flyers, moving that puck. And lighting the lamp is Grayson Swanson. It'll be interesting to see who comes up on the score sheet with the goal tomorrow. There you go. Keep chipping away now, Flyers. There's one. Flyers gain the zone. Smith working his tail off. And that's going to go in! That's Casson Smith! Like I was saying, Casson working harder than anybody out on the ice. You could just see it, and he gets himself a greasy one. He goes to that puck hard, sends it towards the net, gets his own rebound, sends it in. Casson Smith lights the lamp and cuts the lead to 2. 4-2 hockey game here in Kansas City. Momentum shifting towards the team in orange. See if this line can score a third before coming out here. Swanson down in the corner with it. They've got Cedar Rapids on their heels right now. This is worked out towards the blue line, but held in. Board battle with all kinds of people. Antonovich gets it in the low corner. He's going to try and get Swanson. There's Smith. He gets a shot saved. Flyers with the third grade A opportunity of this shift. They're going to change the backside, but leave those forwards in for another go at it, and I don't blame them. Swanson, Antonovich, Smith having all kinds of success right now.
It was the other way. That would have been different.
Cedar Rapids wins the draw, and now they're marching through center ice with speed, and they're going to bring it in offsides. So now I'd change out my forwards if I'm working that door. But they're maybe going to ride them a little bit longer. It's been a long shift. It's been a productive shift. Coach, if you rewatch this, I'm not second guessing what you're doing. You do whatever you want, buddy. That's always. All right, Cedar Rapids with the puck. They're going to get a shot. It's going to get deflected wide. They get their own rebound behind the net. Looking to center. It squirts out. Antonovich is waiting for it, but can't get good wood on it. Beasy comes away with it. He's got some space. Beasy through neutral ice. He's got the defender on his back heels. Beasy taking it all the way in. He's going to shoot. Glove save! Goalie flashing the leather as Beasy trying to go top cheese. He's looking to get that far side corner, and the goalie flashes the mitt, makes the save. Nice work by Drew Beasy carrying that puck all the way in and getting a great shot. Okay, puck squirts out here. And no ice. Beasy's going to get to it here. We got Van Meer, Tucker, and Ballvance out on the ice. See if they can pick up the momentum where that last shift took off. Hot shot, high towards the net. Rebound's loose. Jude cleans it up, though. Jude's got some room. Jude. Maybe coach him to take a dive there when they put the stick out. Just take the 2, Jude. Sammy's got it in neutral ice. He's going to bring it in to the zone. He's skating all the way around. Now he gets pinched off to the far boards. Looks to center. Intercepted by the Roughriders, though. This one out to the far boards, and now Cedar Rapids breaks out with speed. They're going to get around one. They're going to bring it into the high slot. Poked away by Beasy. Jude has it. He's got some room. Jude going to go towards the boards. He carries it out. Jude looking to skate with it through neutral ice. He has it poked away, but he's going to regroup and gather down in the corner. Jude playing Mr. End-to-End. And it comes onto the Roughriders twig.
Back check.
Van Meer on the backside. Van Meer gets her stick in there and deflects that shot away. Lily Van Meer. Sammy in a board battle. Shot. Jude's waiting for it. And now he's going to send it up and out of the zone. And that's going to go all the way down. Flyers maybe look to change here. They're going to get fresh defense out. Pappas and Silty now out on the ice. Silty gets to the puck. Silty's going to carry it behind. Nope, in front of his net. Silty. And he gets out of harm's way and pays the price. Now Van Meer takes that puck away. She's going to move it up, and Cedar Rapids comes away with it in the back. Neutral zone battle. Cedar Rapids dekes around one. They're going to get a shot saved by Lightning Leon. Leon standing tall between the pipes. Flyers send out Terry, Peffer, Downing, Silty, and Pappas on the backside. Peffer to take the draw. And Silty gathers. Silty now looking to skate with it. He's got some room. Silty going to get pressured off. He gets it out to neutral ice. Silty trying to get to Peffer, but they don't connect on the pass. Board battle here. And Peffer comes away with it. Oh, he just loses the puck. Terry's trying to get to it. It's going to come to neutral ice, waiting for Silty. Silty at the red line dumps it in. Cedar Rapids waiting for the puck. Flyers giving pressure in the form of Terry to hopefully they don't take it out. They're going to deke around 2 and lose control of the puck. Now they're going to try this opposite side. Here comes Cedar Rapids looking to go around everybody. Complete individual effort. Leon says no thank you as the Roughriders, number 21, had no interest in passing to any of his teammates. He was going 200 feet, 29 maybe. Yeah. And Leon stands tall as the Roughriders got around the Flyers' defense, but not the goalie. This is going to be shot on net, goes wide. Roughriders with the rebound into the high slot. Downing takes it away. He's being collapsed on. Peffer gets that puck. Now Beasley's going to try and work it up to Wes and into the Roughriders control it. Good pass there. Roughriders looking to break it out, but Jude has it, and he's got to regroup. Flyers all get out of the zone. Jude brings it into the high slot. Jude to Peffer. Peffer trying to lock and load. Can't get a good shot off. Roughriders coming the other way. Beasy gets the puck. Beasy now to Wes. Good pass there. Tape to tape. West brings it in the high slot. He's going to shoot, and it goes wide. Good puck movement. Now Downing's got to be careful. Gets that puck back. We got a board battle here. Flyers working hard. Peffer and Downing trying to get to that puck, and now we got a penalty. I think Flyers going to skate on a power play. There was a lot of contact down on that end. There we go. First power play of the game for the Flyers. Hey, boys. Right here, you want the mic?
Yeah, hey, how we doing?
You guys on the ice after us? Squirt Black getting ready for their game after us on the same sheet of ice. This is out to Pappas. Pappas from the point. She sends it. It's deflected in front of the net. Smith's working hard at it. Goalie way out of the crease. Puck squirts out behind the net. Flyers regroup. They get it. That's right to Sorensen. Sorensen shoots wide. Now it's to the opposite side where Silty's going to lock and load. He sends one towards the net. Deflected. Down behind the net. Cedar Rapids looking to clear it, and they do. Pappas, she's there to regroup and reset the power play. Set back in, chopped right back out by the Roughriders. Roughriders cleared into the Flyers zone. Silty hunts it down. 51 ticks left on the power play. Silty gonna lose the puck in the slot. This is trouble. And now it comes out, and it's still at the blue line. Held in, saved by Leon. And Pappas gets the puck, but it's poked away. Flyers got 30 seconds left on the power play. Antonovich going to try and set something up. Cedar Rapids really battling hard, and they're going to send the puck back towards our zone. Down to 20 seconds left on the power play. Flyers need to get to control this puck, and Sorensen might be the guy to do it. Sorensen down behind his own net. He's going to move it up to Antonovich. Just misses on that pass, and Cedar Rapids cleans up the trash. Under a minute to play in the period, 5 seconds to go on the power play. This one into the zone it comes. Try and get around the defense. Sorensen's going to get to it. We got 40 ticks left in the second period. Vitale, good, nothing called, using the body. And now Silty takes a little bit of contact. They're letting them play hockey. Shot towards the net, saved by Lightning Leon. Sorensen and Pappas trying to get to the puck, and Cedar Rapids takes away. Now Smith coming to help. He slows the play down. Antonovich rims it around the opposite direction. And now Sorensen going to go to the bin as he gets in for cross-checking. The fans right on the boards there didn't like what they saw. So we got 8 seconds left in this period. It's all going to be skated shorthanded. And then the power plays, they hurt a little bit more. Sorensen in the bin. Flyers having Antonovich, Silty, Pappas, and Smith out to kill this penalty. We're 8 seconds left in the period. They're going to give him a 10 and a 2. Shasta. Game misconduct for Sorensen, so he's going to be done for the rest of the season. So we got Williamson out with the game misconduct here today. Sorensen won't play the rest of this game or the next one, so Flyers going to have to battle without him. Period number 2, Flyers comes to an end. Flyers down 4-2. Got the momentum, but that misconduct hurts them hard. We'll be back for period number 3. Flyers break the huddle. They're going to send Peffer, Downing, Schmidt, and Beasy out with the minute 22 on the PK. Peffer to take the draw. Refs having a little bit of a conversation here, I think, before we're going to drop the puck. Get the ready from both goalies. Period 3 is underway. Downing comes away with it. He brings it into the zone. Dangles around 1. Dangles around 2 and then loses the puck. Peffer loses an edge, gets pushed down. Keep the puck over here. Downing trying to work it back, and he does. And now Sioux City trying to get it out. Peffer with a good twig there. Slows it. Here comes the Roughriders. They're going to bring it all the way into the slot. Jude trying to slow things down, and they're going to shoot and score. No, that's behind the net. Hallelujah. It was good puck movement. And now they're going to get shot. That's eaten by Jude. Mr. End-to-End's blocking shots all over the place today. They got the puck behind the net, out to the point, high slot. That's going to go, can't get through. All kinds of bodies in front of the net. Flyers had a nice tight box here on this power. Peffer takes the puck away. Oh, he has it taken off his twig. Now Downing comes to help away. Look out, it's going to be 4-on-2 the other way. And they're going to bring it into the slot. Shot. Score. Stop it with that twig, Richie. Richie hammers his several $100 worth of twig into the ground. $5-2 now. Flyers keep Peffer and Downing out there, but sub in. Well, here comes Kira, and now Silty on the backside with Stella. Let's go. Get it right back now. Lots of time, 11 minutes to play. It's stop clock, third period. Stella grabbing that puck. She's being a pest. Downing in on it. He kicks it to the board. Cedar Rapids waiting for it. They send it towards the net. Now it's in front of the net still, but Silty's going to clear it up to the blue line, held in by the defense. They shoot it right back in. Save. Puck rebound wasn't controlled. Now it's shot back out. Peffer's got it with a little bit of room. Peffer pinched off into the boards. Cedar Rapids sends it from the point. Stella's got it now. Stella trying to hit Downing. Downing looking to take the puck away. Cedar Rapids comes away with it. Stella's going to shoot up the other direction. Peffer's got a line on it. Richie gets that puck. He's going to carry it in. He's going to shoot a tough angle shot. And gets the rebound. A little bit of pushing and shoving here after the play, but all is good. Same 5 out for the Flyers. 9:59 to go. Peffer to take the draw. Downing comes in, just manhandles away. Oh, he gets it centered to Kira. She couldn't get a shot off. Here is the Flyers working it deep. Rims around the opposite side. Up to the point and jumps right over Stella's twig. She's going to get back on the back check along with Silty. They're going to get a shot saved by the paddle of Lightning Leon. Now Silty down behind the net. Works it over to Peffer. Peffer's got Downing breaking out. He hits him on the pass. Downing loses it at the last minute. Now Cedar Rapids gets it up to Richie. Richie gains the line clean. Richie sends one from the high slot. He gets pushed down from behind. No call. Cedar Rapids controls the rebound. They work it up to the blue line. Silty sends it towards the net. Intercepted. Good stick there by Peffer. No, they're going to give it a call. That's a penalty? A slash? I don't know about that one, ladies and gentlemen. So, job became a little tougher for the Flyers. What's up? Schmidt's out there. Lily Van Meer. Sammy. And maybe Beasy. I think this is Beasy with it now. He's going to skate it. He's got room to bring it all the way out to neutral ice. And now this is Beasy again. He's going to try the opposite way. Up the boards to the blue line. And we got another whistle. High stick. So we're going to drop it in the Roughriders zone with 1:04 to go on the PK. Here is Sammy. And Roughriders have it out into neutral ice, being chased by Van Meer. And now Beasy on the back check, trying to bump him off. They're going to drag it all the way in, get a shot off. Saved. Up off the boards. Van Meer hits it up towards the blue line and out. Great job by Van Meer. Roughriders regroup and gain the line. It's pushed off into the far boards. Jude has it now in the corner. He keeps it on his stick. Jude's got some room to skate it. Jude around one. Jude out to neutral ice around two. Jude pinched off, but he's eating up precious time in the power play for the Roughriders. Roughriders regroup, and they're going to bring it in. They're going to get it all the way in now. This is Beasy on the back check. Pressures him up right through, and that's in the post. Across the railroad. 7 seconds left on the PK. Out at the point. Centering pass. Shot high above the net. Flyers are full strength. Out comes Shalin to add to the action. Here's Shalin trying to work it up towards the outside of the zone. Roughriders hold it in. Tucker takes a big swing at it. Now they go to the weak side. Back for another centering pass that doesn't get through. Jude trying to get to that puck. He's got it with some space. He's pinched off. He's tripped. We're going to get a penalty. Holy cow. Jude draws a penalty here. Flyers going to skate 5v4, down 5-2 with 7 minutes, 5 seconds to go in period number 3. Out on the power play, Downing, Antonovich, Smith. Antonovich to Downing. Downing going to go out to Silty. Silty, he's going to go D to D. Tape to tape. Here's Stella with it. She sends one towards the net, and it's loose, and then the rebound collected by the Roughriders. Here's Pappas at the point again. She's looking to send it deep. Nobody's there in that corner except for Roughriders. They're looking to reverse course. Antonovich is waiting for it. Antonovich going to skate it in. No, he's going to drop pass to Silty. Silty with a slap shot all through a bunch of twigs, and it's cleared now. Pappas trying to hold it in. Downing comes away with it. He's got some room. Tough angle shot goes right through. Opposite side. Silty going to hold it now here at the point. Silty to Stella. She's not there, though, and it comes out to neutral ice. Flyers got to regroup. And we got an offsides call. 46 seconds to go on the power play. Xander Noyd down here cheering on these Flyers. Smith to take the draw this time. It's one to Antonovich. Antonovich sends it towards the net just wide. Cedar Rapids gathers the rebound. Cedar Rapids trying the far boards. Downing's waiting for it. Downing now going to try and get the V in front of the net. Smith, and it's poked out. Cedar Rapids comes away with it. Smith gets to the puck here. It's out in neutral ice. Flyers trying to get it back in. Downing in. Antonovich got it. Antonovich centers, covered by the goalie. "20 seconds to go on the power play. Downing, Antonovich, Smith going to stay out there. Jude and Beasy come out for the backside. Antonovich to take the draw this time. And it's one back. It's over on Beasy's twig. Beasy now going to rim it in. Antonovich gets to it behind the net. Smith gets it. Oh, he fed west, but he couldn't handle the pass. This comes deep now. Antonovich has it. Antonovich got some space. He's going to go to Smith behind the net. Smith trying to get out to the point, but it's intercepted. And Downing comes and takes that puck away. He sends it in offsides. Roughriders full strength. 5 minutes, 32 seconds left in this contest. Flyers scored 2 bang-bang in one shift, looking to do that again. Peffer now out there with Ball Vance and Kira. This is Beasy, has it in his own zone, knocks it to neutral ice. Kira's got it. She's got a little bit of room to skate. And then it's taken away by the Roughriders. Roughriders gain the zone. Jude on the back check. They're going to skate it all the way in. They're going to shoot and save by Lightning Leon. .507 to go. Same 5 out there on the far side of the ice for the Flyers. Peffer working the draw up. Cedar Rapids controls it. They send it deep. Cedar Rapids behind the net, rims it around the far boards. Hank's going to try and chip it up and out. He gets it around the defender. Peffer's on the chase, and he loses an edge trying to get to that puck with speed. Cedar Rapids brings it into the zone, and Jude takes it away. Jude now changing directions and works it up to Hank. Ball Vance back to Jude, but it misses, and it's in the slot, but Jude takes it away. Now he's got some room to skate. Jude using his speed through neutral ice. Jude gains the zone. Jude now going to try, he's going to try and feed Peffer, but it's deflected by the Roughriders as they have 4 skaters collapse on it. In the slot now, Roughriders come away with it. They lose an edge. Hank has it. He's going to send it up to Peffer. Peffer shoots and scores! Hank Bowman gets that to Richie Peffer, and Peffer does the rest of the work. He goes glove side on the goalie, making it a 5-3 game with 4:18 to go. Flyers cut the lead to 2 with 4:18 to go. Peffer, Ball Vance, and Terry stay out there with Silty and Pappas on the backside. Roughriders win the draw. They drag it in. They're going to get shot wide of the net. Battling for the rebound. There should be a penalty as the stick was just taken out of the Flyers' hand down there. And, remind me to call my mom, everybody, after this. Mom, if you're watching, don't forget to take my dog to the groomer. Mom, please, thank you. Love ya. Back to hockey. Flyers have it stuck in their own zone. A shot comes on net, and Leon covers it up. Out comes Tucker, Van Meer, and Shalin. Van Meer to take the draw. It's dropped. It's one over to Pappas. And now Cedar Rapids sends it deep. But Van Meer comes away with it. She's got some room to skate it. She's going to fire it up to the blue line, held in. Good move there by Tucker. He pokes it out to neutral ice. Cedar Rapids controls the puck, though, and they're going to regain the zone. Van Meer and Tucker. Now it's shot back up and out of the zone. No ice. Van Meer pressuring this puck. It's going to be rimmed around. Tucker should be the first one to it. He is. And now he gets met by a defender. More battle ensues. Van Meer comes to help on it. Van Meer and Sammy in on the puck. Tucker now. Tucker eats the boards. Van Meer fishing for it. It squirts out. And Cedar Rapids controls it. And they're going to try the same side. Tucker slows them down. Then they get around and out of the blue line. Now they're going to set it up. This should be an icing. How does that get waved off? Shalin going to try and clear the zone. Van Meer now has it deep. She sends it up. It goes into some skates and comes right back to the slot. Saved by Leon. So Swartzen back out there. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe can he not play that game, but he can serve as 10 and play this game? It's an 8.5.
Right.
So he must have served the 8.5 minutes. And maybe he can play. Well, all right. Swartzen back on the ice, friends. And here he is making his presence known right away. Loses the puck in neutral ice. Flyers down to 2 minutes here. Jude trying to poke it away. And we got a weak sauce penalty called here on the Flyers once they touch the... What's the call there? Looking for a signal as Antonovich going to take his turn in visiting.
One is back of the head. And
Yeah, head contact. So this became a tougher job for the Flyers, but we've seen several shorthanded goals yet this season. Opens up the ice for the faster skaters. You got Sorensen out there. Jude, that's towards the net. Still loose, and it squirts out. Sorensen tried to poke it away. He has his twig taken away. And kind of gets it in there. See what they're going to call now. BZ's going to the bin for roughing. Coach was talking about the 5-on-3s last night. And how great Van Meer was on those 5-on-3s. She's going to have to be real good here. This is Jude with the puck. He's going to get it out of the zone, ice this thing. Cedar Rapids going to play it. Flyers going to have to be really aggressive on the 5-on-3. Nice twig there by Van Meer. She's going to do it again. Lily Van Meer is going to send one towards the net. Now Cedar Rapids pulls it out. And I don't think they're going to be looking to do a whole lot to maybe even score. They're just going to try and kill clock. Van Meer has it down behind the net. We're down to 1:08 in this one. Shot wide of the net. Cedar Rapids gets their rebound on the far boards. Van Meer gets tripped up, no call. Sent on the net, saved by Lightning Leon. 54 seconds to go. Flyers down 2. Skating another 12 seconds, 5-on-3, and then it will be 5-on-4 for the remainder of, well, not quite the remainder of the game. Van Meer to take the draw. Roughriders win it, but it comes out of the zone. They got to regroup. Cedar Rapids now going to send it back in. We come in deep. One penalty is up. Flyers 5-on-4. Peffer into the play. Peffer coming from behind. It's going to be a shot from the slot. Goes wide. We're down to 32 seconds left in this one. That one's sent into the far corner. Cedar Rapids controls. Here comes Peffer. Up. No, that's pass to Peffer from Pappas. And we get a whistle for offsides. We're 5-on-5 hockey. Flyers going to elect to keep Leon in net and not skate 7-on-5 to end this game like we did yesterday. Puck is dropped. There's Downing trying to come away with it. Couldn't quite get it to the net. It's going to be shot into the zone with 10 seconds to go. Saved by Lightning Leon. Pappas cleans the rebound. And that one's going to be down behind the net. And now we got a little bit of a kerfluffle. That's Silty, I think, and a little bit of a kerfluffle down there. Cooler heads prevail. So we're back tomorrow, I believe, at 10:30. But I thought this game was 8:45, so check YouTube, check the Game Changer. We'll let you know for sure, but I think we're going to play tomorrow at 10:30 to conclude the season with either Iowa City or Kansas City as our opponent. Flyers battle hard, come up short here in Game 2 of Moaha. A big shout out to Greg for running the camera here for me. As always, this is Jeff on SuperDad TV signing out. Remember, be good to each other, friends. Life's too short to be a Richard or Karen. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Hey, good game, Leon. Head up, head up.